Good afternoon, everyone. It's lunchtime. It's time for Genshin, and I'm freaking cold. I don't. Okay, I know winter. I live in New England. I'm no stranger to the weird temperatures that we can get here, okay? So last night, we had gone grocery shopping. It was really cold. It said it was like 20 degrees out, but it felt way colder, especially when the wind started. And at like 7:30, maybe a little bit later, I was so cold that I was just like, I'm going to curl up and go to bed. Like, I just felt so tired because I was so cold. So, and every night, my husband and I do this. It doesn't matter which one of us goes to bed first. We'll tuck each other in, basically, say goodnight and whatever. So he does that. I'm still shivering under my blanket, so I grabbed one from his side and fell asleep. I don't think I was asleep long, though. I think I was only asleep for maybe an hour at most. And I had gotten up, so it was around like 9, yeah, so about an hour. And I had gotten up. And I was like, okay, I think I'm back. I warmed up, and it felt a little bit warmer. And my husband goes, I'm going to go to bed. So I was like, all right. So I do the whole routine with him, tuck him in and whatever. And it's like, he was curled up in a blanket burrito because it was cold. But by the time I actually went to bed, which was around 2:30 or something like that this morning, it had warmed up significantly to the point where it was just hot in the bedroom. And again, I've said it before, the bedroom actually holds heat, like just very it just does it. It just holds heat. Um, but I had problems sleeping because of it. So I was like, well, that's not great. And I didn't hear my husband leave this morning, so I thankfully did wake up in time to get my alarm, get my phone to turn on my alarm. But yeah, it was weird. And I was like, okay, I'm comfortable, whatever. By the time my alarm went off, it was still really hot in here. And I was like, okay, good. It's going to hold the heat. So I turned the temperature back down because, it's fine, whatever. It immediately tanked. Like, immediately. So, like, we had it down 72. I turned it down to 68. Not a big deal. Like, it felt like the temperature plummeted. Right now, I'm sitting next to the damn window and feeling a damn draft from it. So, if you hear me, like, shiver or something, that's why. I do have a blanket on and stuff. But my God, it is cold. And yes, I did turn the temperature back up. We've not had our apartment do this since we've lived here. We've lived here for almost 6 years now. Like we've not had the temperature be like totally inconsistent inside the apartment. So it is just messed up outside. Run the dishwasher. I do. I would if we had a load of dishes. We only have like four. But as for the agenda today, I don't know what I'm doing. I know I need to grab whatchamacallits, a kindling for Sitlali, but that's about it on the main. I am on the PlayStation. I'm on the remote play right now because I wanted to actually see how hot my computer got. Because if you remember yesterday, I had said when I was running everything off the laptop that it felt slightly higher than average on the hot air blowing out of the fan. Well, I can't say hot. Well, it is hot air, but it's just because the computer's warm. Um, and just to see, and there is a significant difference because this isn't running the game. It's just running the remote play. No, Razor, you gotta go this way, buddy. So I'm probably gonna do some stuff on the main, of course, and then I will hop on the second account because we got to do the beetle battle just to get the primos out of it. And we'll have a couple pulls, like I said. Like, even if I was actively playing on it like I normally would, I think I would only have a small handful of wishes still. Um, when I think about it, because I would have whatchamacallit, game. There we go. I kind of I think I'll go do the kindling first because I know things got really scuffed up when I was doing the artifact art yesterday. Ba-ba-da-ba. But yeah, even if I did start doing like all the stuff like I normally would have, I don't think I would actually amount. Oops. Well, that's cool.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
It was doing so well too.
Let the mighty be humble.
Well, it fixed itself pretty quick. Huh, that was also weird. Normally it's Farina that has her burst first, not Shalonen and Kazuha. That's okay. I did finally get Moivika this morning at 80 pity. 80 kitty. Oh. Well, I'm glad you got Moivika. At least one of us has her, like I was saying. I don't think I would have had, unless I get like something early, I don't think I'm going to be able to.
Justice is blindsided.
What the hell is with these things? So yeah, we'll do what polls we can on Moivika and, you know, pray that we might get an early on the second account. But we're also on 50-50.
Let my name echo in song. Let the mountain's veins boil.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Be sanctified.
Heal the party, Nuvalet. Meep. I also did do the troubleshooting, like I said I was going to do yesterday. I still have no idea how me setting down my controller flipped where my audio was coming from for me. I'm glad you guys could hear it, so I do apologize for flipping through the dialogue, because I was like, okay, I have to read it because I want to know what's happening, but I have no idea how fast they're reading it.
Strike a pop. Bring it.
Into the wind.
Bow your head.
This charge attack was just short enough. There's kind of a part of me that wants to flip to rolling on Moivika here, even though I know she's going to get a rerun, and that was the whole idea, was I would try for Seatlali first, and then go for Moivika, because I know she's going to get a rerun before the region ends. Where is Seatlali? Vikings. Yep, okay, that is why you want C1. Alright. Okay, C2 is also really good. And then this was the thing that I wanted to. It's enhance the value. Additionally, Arlecchino's interruption resistance is increased. Oh, I forgot her C1 actually did like what Nuvolet's does. Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm still going to. The only reason I was thinking about Moivica, because I have Arlecchino. That's kind of the reason I'm like, I don't need Moivica right away. Because I have Arlecchino, and Arlecchino actually is pretty well built, if I do say so myself. And yes, she is triple crowned. But the reason why was because I actually have Wolf's Greystone. It's not probably the best weapon on her, but it's, a 5-star claymore. So I didn't necessarily need to like try to get her weapon or anything like that. But I could also try the team comp that I was trying for Arlecchino. Hence why I was looking at the constellations. So I had watched two things yesterday. One was a streamer, the other was a video for Jello Impact. Jello Impact did basically like best lolly teams. And I was like, okay, let's see what he's saying for it versus the streamer, right? And one of the team compositions was who did he have with Arlecchino? It was Melt related, but I can't remember. Oh, it was Rosaria? I think it was Rosaria that he had with Silali, Arlecchino, and then of course Bennett. And I'm like, yeah, I can understand why Rosaria is there, but I think I would still prefer Kaya. And then we had the streamer who tried the exact team composition that I'm using, which was with Kaya, and was just like, yeah, I don't like it because the melt's inconsistent, but mentioned something about C1 Arlecchino. And I was just like, okay, so if C1 Arlecchino makes that better, that's fine. I can go for C1 over Signature when she reruns next patch. So, or phase 2, I should say. It's further enhanced. The value of is increased by 100%. Additionally. Okay, so I think this is what this is saying is that it would make it easier to get the melt? Question mark? Because you don't have to wait, because that's the activation of the blood debt, if I remember right. But the variant that he ran is like it's better to run Vape. Didn't I try Xingqiu over Kaya? And the only reason I'm asking about Xingqiu is because I do not have Yelan. And Yelan's not on the Chronicle Wish, so can't try there. If she was, I might have actually tried that. I think enough time has passed for these to be consistent. Oh, you already have a good Pyro DPS. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I have Arlecchino. So I don't necessarily need to worry about Moivica for a little bit until her rerun, because I do want her, because I do like her. Who doesn't want to ride around on a motorcycle everywhere on the map? And to actually bring that up, remember, I don't have Chaska on this account, and I like Chaska's movement. Moivica just does everything, so she's a good pickup for that for me. Oh, that's what it was. So one of the other Silali teams that he ran, he was like, we're saving the best for last because this man right here, didn't need an upgrade. And the funny part about that statement is that it was more of an upgrade even at C0. And that was the thing that made me go, oh shit. Remember, mine's not C0 anymore. It's not C1. So my having Silali for him is kind of irrelevant until she gets C1. Oh, you're Fontaine. But he was running, funny enough, what was it? Silali, Moivica, and Shalonen on C0 Nuvolette. So yeah, you wanted the rainbow effect because you needed C1 to make it so that you don't need to have all the elemental reactions. Kazuya, come here. Now we'll put Shalonen in front. So yeah, like the rotation was skill with Nuvolette and then go in with I think it was Shalonen and then Sitlali, burst with Moivika, and then finish out with Nuvolette. So it's that the whole thing now with having the two DPSs in the party. So it was just actually really interesting to see that with
Settle down.
I don't want to say older characters, but you know, Nuvolette is like a year old, so
I can still. Let me try.
that was interesting to watch. So I am gonna like test a little bit more with Arlecchino, looking at the damage. But I did notice the lack of melts as well. When the melt goes off, the damage is there, but I did notice the lack of reaction. But at the same time, you gotta remember my normal Arlecchino team, like the only reaction I ever get is the burning from what's her name? Emily. Which does really well, which is why I was like, oh, can I just replace uh Zhongli and have a similar effect? And the answer is yes, I could, because she's just shredding the pyro resistance. So I'm still getting a boost that way, but it's in comparison to Zhongli's res shred. That my chicken. But I did see some more banner updates for what we're looking forward to. It seems pretty consistent right now that we're going to see Farina and Risley. But the latest one I saw was saying Risley was going to be in the first half with the new character. Fine by me. I'm still going to go for Risley when he appears. And then the second half, which is kind of surprising, Farina. Okay. That we expected that because the Archons have been appearing on the second half. Excuse me. But Seedween. Right now it's rumored that Seedween is going to run alongside Farina. Again. I don't think now granted, I've only been playing for just over a year. I don't think I've seen banners repeat like that. So I'm skeptical with the Seedween part of it. But at that point, Cloud Retainer was standing because she's not Fontaine. She just came out in during Fontaine's run. I think Seedween is the only Fontaine character at that point that wouldn't have rerun. So that could make sense for the especially because of the amount of like new characters coming out. And we have to remember that they would have to start rerunning the characters from Natlan as well. So I don't know how much I believe the Seedween part, but everything I've seen for quite a while for the reruns in 5.4 have been pretty consistent. So
Into the wind.
Silence.
where the heck are you?
Becomes the hunted. There's your test subject.
You know, the funny thing is, I don't even know why I call Farina out here. I think Nuvolette can just nuke it with everybody else, but whatever. No, you're not my... There we go.
Ah.
Okay. That was weird. Well, other than a few hiccups that just seem to correct itself, the PlayStation seems to be working fine right now. And now we'll check Lily's talents after this. And I say that, and there goes the connection again. But like, even if it's blipping like that, like, it's not lowering my frames or anything on my end. So that's a plus.
Bring it.
Yeah, so I'm still thinking about what I want to do. My main, I'm pretty much sure how I'm going to go about things. I do agree that potentially getting C1 Arlecchino might be better than her signatures because I do have the Jade Spear. If I didn't have the Jade Spear, I would maybe question it. But, so I might go for C1 Arlecchino instead of her signature on the main. And then for the second account, again, if I don't have enough from Moivika, or if I lose 50-50 if I get it early or something like that, again, not the end of the world. She will rerun. Blam. Is that my bubble? That is my bubble. Come here, bubble. So nice to be able to heal the party. But with the second account, I am still debating Clorand. I know Ian-san's supposed to be Electro from whenever she comes out, but I still don't know if she's going to be 5-star or 4-star. I've heard rumors on both, so I am very inconclusive when it comes to that. Why did you snap that way? But I have everything to make the Hyper Bloom with Nahida and everything. Plus, you know, not only having Farina, but I also have Baiju. So I have a solid healer for that team as well. So I don't think Clorand would be an absolute bad idea. Plus, we do have the sword from the event. Granted, Baiju's shield's kind of crappy, but it's a shield. So I could run that on Clorand. Now, in terms of like artifacts for her, I would want to farm Whimsy at some point. So that would be another one to add to the list that I would have to go in and farm because you can't strongbox it yet. But I could run Gladiator first and then go about that. That's what I did with Arlecchino. The question is, on the second account, do I have a full Gladiator set to run 4-piece Glad? I could run 2-piece attack, 2-piece attack, or 2-piece attack, 2-piece Thundering Fury. I could do that. and not necessarily have to worry about the 4-piece bonus. Nicolette, why did it change to you? Not that I mind. Oh. My frames. I jinxed it. I totally jinxed it. So yeah, I think for Cloran is a good pickup. It makes sense.
Bow your head.
Well, that guy's just dead.
Bring it.
I got careless.
Wiki wiki. Yeah, I think she's a good pickup just because I have no real way of knowing what a new character is. And rumors are all fine, but that's just the thing. They are rumors. Like, I won't believe anything in solid in stone until the live letter or live stream, whatever you want to call it. Live letter is 14. The other thing I watched yesterday, now granted, it was posted 3 months ago, so it was before Shalonen's release, was some damage stuff with Mualani being C0. This was relatable to a degree because mine's C0. How can we get big numbers out of Mualani? Because she got messed up somehow on my file. I don't know how. And it was using the first set of bops that it was doing. And it was only focusing on her normal attacks, not her burst. And it was using the craftable weapon. Okay, cool. That's what we had thrown on Mualani. And she was doing like 66k or so per bop. And I'm like, I think that's what she's doing for us right now. So that kind of makes sense. And they went through a couple different weapons, the Witsith being one of them. And it's like, you know, the Witsith really isn't bad for Mualani. There's only one thing she doesn't want. Mine now. So it was interesting to see the damage. Oh. Okay, this is where it got messed up and I had to switch. Okay. I'm gonna call the run semi-done here. We can just go talk to Mr. Boots. Because that's what, 5? Okay, we can just get 3 in Fontaine. That's fine. I'll do with that. Thank you, Mr. Boots. We always thank Mr. Boots in this house. He's a smart kitty. That's okay. 2. I can deal with not having 2. That's fine. All right, let's check Seat Lolly's talents. I know I need the boss for this. And this is also at level 8, so... Oh. Oh. Okay, you win. All right. I can't level them up anymore. I forgot that I got that to 6 and she needs her boss. And I only have like 8 solvents or something like that. 9. I have 9. I managed to get 1 drop, ladies and gentlemen. I managed to get 1! I could do 2 just to get her stuff to 8. And then just continue. See, the issue for me, continuously fighting the knave kind of sucks because I don't have anybody else that uses the knave. That's not to say no one else is going to, but yeah. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'm not gonna bother putting my BRB screen up. What? Chair. What the heck? There we go. Decided to get some aspirin too. Okay, so Transient Resin I can use to first hit Lolly's boss and fight that 1 extra time right now, so I probably will do that. Yeah, I think I should solvent stuff from the Knave just because I don't have anybody else that uses it. And then once Lolly's stuff is gotten, that means I can do stuff for Raiden Shogun. Because I have Kuki and Sino who use it. And again, I don't mind leveling Sino's stuff up because I would love to use him again. But he's been benched for a little bit. All right, so first and foremost, let's go fight Lolly's boss. Let's go ahead and do that. No, you're over here. Down in chair, VTuber models. So nice. Yeah, it tweaks. It's so funny how it like tweaks.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test, let the world come alive! Letting brave names echo!
Clouds high, the birds come.
Let the mighty be humble.
Very well. Consider your strength acknowledged.
Well, thank you. I've been acknowledged. Ooh, we got 3. Love to see that. And what am I at? 31? I might just let that regenerate and come back later to fight the boss again. No reason not to do that. Because I would like to get her up to 90 as fast as I can, but I also need to remember that I have other shit I need to farm. But we're gonna go play around with Arlecchino's team in a minute. Just because I want to see if I can... what the numbers were, so to speak. With Kaya and then with Sing Cho doing the melt or vape variant. And then going back to the Emily variant, but with Sit Lolly. I got everything out of here, right? Yeah. Outside of these things, which I might grab at the end of the week, to tell the truth.
If you ever have.
Huh. Realm currency, cool. We'll get the boss later this week. Domain challenges? You will probably get this one too. 22 already. Oh yeah. We gotta go fight the beetles. And we'll be doing that on the alt as well. I don't know about the third one. Like not on stream anyway. I just don't like that you have to go in, you do the second tier to unlock the last tier, which doesn't really do anything. Just let me do the hard mode. Well, it increases interruption resistance once its HP drops to a certain throwing it'll start throwing geoslimes. Okay. That's probably kind of gonna be kind of annoying. Oh. Oh. What are you doing? Oh, jeez. Yeah, gonna get your ankle. Meh. Oh, knocked into it. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. And we, of course, complete the beetle challenge. Okay, I did do all the artifacts on here. That must have been carried over. Oh, there was a couple things I wanted to check when it came to the artifacts. How many elixirs do I have left? I have 4, so I could do a goblet or a couple, 2 other pieces. When it comes to Nuvolette, he's pretty solid at this point, but I would rather farm the domain just because I need stuff for Farina and Fischl. His flower is like the only thing I think that needs upping in any capacity. So Arlecchino, I think it's just your sands, right? Yeah, because it's only, I don't mind the ER on it. I really don't. Oh, that just has high crit damage, so not the crit rate. Your feather, I don't think is going to get much better than that. Or a flower. And then your headpiece is actually okay. And then for offset pyro, I don't think I'm going to get better than that, really. So it's really your sands and your feather. Do I have... Nothing that's going to top that. Because this also has the attack that we have to remember. I could see what this rolls into. And see if the CV is better. But again, I don't really want to drop her attack. It has not rolled into crit rate, but it's rolled into everything else once. Okay. So, like I said, I'm thinking about maybe doing a Sans piece for her and praying that it rolls well. Because this was the piece I could not upgrade at all when I did it before. But it's a matter of, do I want to quote unquote waste the elixirs or do I just use them? They're there to be used. It's like the fragile resins. So, because again, this is what her build looks like right now. I would love to have her with more attack. So me losing that attack would be bad. And her signature would have, I think, the same stats. The base attack actually might be higher. Wait, is the base attack on Crimson Moon? Better? This is why I like using the PlayStation. I don't need to alt tab. Arlecchino. Crimson Moon semblance. I could not remember the last part of that. No, it's the same stats as the Primordial Jade. The only things it does is it grants the bond of life equal to 20% of the charge attack and everything. So it actually is better for her kit to use her signature, but stat wise, Primordial Jade is fine. New PC setup. Fancy. Okay, honey. All right, so let's before we flip
There are
on to
leaves
the
around.
other account, we're gonna do two things. I have a wish. Yes. Miss. Yeah, there's 14 days left, which sounds like a lot, but outside of exploring and doing like story quests and stuff like this on this account, I'm not gonna get a lot of wishes. I'm just not. So I don't have any hope of getting C1 Sitlali, but I'll build pity. That's fine.
And I know just the tune.
No, not Natlan. We want the Dorito. All right, we're gonna see if we can get the melt to go off. All right, we all have our bursts, but we're not doing this with bursts except for Kaya's. Because we need the cryo to get put up. So probably go 1, 2, 3, Kaya. I didn't see a single melt go off. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see a single melt go off on that. Oops. No. Alright, Kaya, come here. Let's just get your...
Dodge this. Ah!
Okay, Kaya, we're gonna replace you for a sec. And then we gotta go for the Yelan replacement, which is
Justice.
in fruit pies with Sing Cho. Now, Sing Cho is not exactly as built as Kaya, so But we're just looking for the reaction.
Laid bare.
Get to work. Huh? Know my sword.
And we'll do the same thing with him.
Good work.
That was about the same, I think, with Kaya. I want to say that was about the same. Alright, let's just go get Xingqiu's burst again. Run, little water boy. Okay. So that was about the same, right? So where is Emily?
The pleasure is all mine.
Now this one I definitely don't need to actually do any bursts with. So we could just go
Overruled.
blam.
Fulfill our pact. Get to work.
Okay, can't see numbers with that, but... Like, that one felt faster, but not at the same time. So, the question is it really worth trying to, like, react on Arlecchino? I think that's the question. Emily is just the easiest option to do that with, just because she's continuously firing with the turret, and that thing lasts forever.
Let's light it up. Show no mercy. Fulfill our pact.
Well, there's a melt. I want to say that's faster than Kaya. So let's bring back Kaya. Xingqiu was definitely slower. Just slightly slower than Kaya, but that might be because of his build.
Show no mercy. Huh?
This way it will be frozen in time. Cool.
Actually, no, I take that back. Huh. Okay. Kaya, get your reverse back, please.
Freeze!
Get to work.
Oops. That's not Kaya.
Dodge this!
Oh, that was the other thing that was on the rumor mill, is the, that 5.4 might have an Inazuma Chronicled Wish. If that's true, both accounts are going for the Mist Splitter. If Ayaka's on there. Alright, let's do my old
It
team
would be my
here.
honor.
Okay.
What shall we do?
Oh no, we still gotta do Arlecchino first, because she's gotta set up the blood that.
Laid bare.
Rise!
And I fucked that up. That's cool.
Reconstitute.
Okay, the good news is, I mean, that's still pretty damn fast, but it looks like Silali does make that a little bit faster than Zhongli. I need to get you to
Never
level
late.
90, girl. Okay, so let's try this again with Emily. All right, I'm gonna see if I can time this as best I can, okay? I wish I had a timer. Maybe I should actually load up a timer. All right, oh, well.
Overruled. Extract! Ha! Show no mercy. Get to work.
I think I killed that within like 20 seconds. Okay. Bring back Kaya.
Oh, I'm looking
And again, this would go much faster if I was using Bennett's burst too, but I'm not. So, okay, this just started as fast one.
Laid bare.
Fulfill our pact. Let's light it up.
Oh, so sorry.
It's about the same. It's like within 1 to 2 seconds of each other. The Emily and Kaya variants. So that's interesting. So let's reset. And I'm going to throw back in Emily and Zhongli. This is noticeably slower, I think.
What shall we do?
The pleasure is all mine.
Okay, we're going on the 10. That's...
This is where you fall.
Neutralize.
Stabilize.
Yeah, even if I didn't screw that up at the start, that was still a little bit slower. Okay, so even with Zhongli's shred, the shred from Sitlali is better. So for the team comp I have right now, like for what I have at the moment, I can use Emily as opposed to Kaya because I'm not really melting anything outside of the stray ones from Sitlali. And then if I get C1 or Lakino, I can actually go back in and use Kaya a little bit better. Although that is saying something too. Emily's talents are crowned. Kaya's aren't. So that's interesting. That's actually really interesting. And then, of course, Xingqiu, it would be... We can still time Xingqiu. Just for shits and giggles and see.
Leave me alone. Never mind. Let's go. May knowledge guide you.
That just seemed funny. All right. Oh, my frames are dipping. There we go. hits on the 12th.
Show no mercy. Let's light it up. Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Oh my god. Okay, that actually, time-wise, I think that was roughly the same as the Kaya variant, but that seems so much faster, which makes a hell of a lot more sense because Silali will also shred Hydro, so it would be better to do Vape as opposed to Melt.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
So maybe it's worth doing Xingqiu over Kaya. And he got his burst back really quick. Wanna try that again? Because again, I don't have Yelan, so I am missing out a little bit. Alright, we're on 27. Oop.
Overruled. Get to work. Show no mercy. Know my
Oops.
sword. Witness the power of Guhua. Rain outline.
Yeah. That's really good. And he's already at half, well, more than half for his. Okay. Xingqiu, buddy, what's your build right now? Okay, you need more crit rate, honey. You definitely need more crit rate, but I don't know if there's anything I can give you that'll help you with that. Okay. Oops. That rolled all into defense, and I can see that. That's all ER. Your flower has nothing. Does Raiden have your flower? No. Okay, we have a couple we could roll. We can take that from Raiden, probably. We can either take that from Raiden, or we can take this from Toma to give the attack. We're gonna flippy dippy you. Hang on. And then you have HP. So I don't have another attack on set. Hydro, I'm gonna have to double check. And then I have crit damage with some crit rate. That has higher crit rate. This is crit rate but no crit damage. Crit rate but no crit damage. And EM. Okay, so we do need some emblem pieces. Regardless, I knew I was going to, because even Xiangling's stuff is kind of crappy. Okay. So why don't we actually try to... Okay. Okay, he's still over 200 energy recharge, which I think is what he wants. I will double check that. And he's now at 30% crit rate. Again, he probably wants a crit rate headpiece for this, but... what do we want? For a sacrificial sword. Okay, so I have more than enough with sack sword. So as long as I don't dip below 170, I should be good. According to Senor Internet. So, let's check my goblets here. And we want Hydro. So his currently has 13% crit damage, which is fine. And we got Nuvolet's. Nuvolet's old one is 15%, but nothing else that would help him. This it rolled into defense, that's why. Okay. I was gonna say that would be better for him because it has an additional stat that he wants, but it's all 16 and it didn't roll much of anything. This is level 9. That could be all right. And then we have this one that's level 4 with ER. But that has EM in it, so the EM might be helping him just slightly. No, it looks like it rolled a flat. No, it looks like it rolled into the ER. I don't think that was a, whoops. Well, I guess we'll just do that. Oh, it was a 4-liner. So I was right. It did roll into the attack. All right, let's, take it to 12. Okay. Can it roll crit damage again? No, it rolled flat attack. Well, what's this in comparison to that? 13. Okay, so it already has more ER, but we're okay with ER. 13. Okay, it has the same crit damage. So if it rolled into the crit damage one more time, it would be arguably better. And then we have this one here, but again, it has the flat. It's just like the other one. This one would be so much better if it didn't roll that stupid defense. But we could see if it rolls crit damage, and if it actually gets a high crit roll, it might be all right. It did. What? Yeah, we're still at 198. That looks like it did nothing, though. Sheesh. Okay, he's got 1800 attack now, though. All right, let's sing show. Guess we'll see.
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
Father, help!
Transfixed. Fulfill our pact.
Oh, I forgot to burst this thing show. And I didn't. All right, well, that's inconclusive because it didn't flip to Sing Cho. It just bursted with Arlecchino for absolutely no reason. All right, let's try it again. Arlecchino's not using a burst anyway. All right, on the 6.
Overruled. No, my Let me weave you a verse. Get to work. Fulfill our path. Let's light it up.
Hmm. That was actually worse. Really? So the elemental mastery actually helping out more than that? Game. You were the only one I changed stuff with. I also know I did the rotation wrong because I was supposed to go to Xingqiu last.
Body and mind.
Or at least the way I
Find
was
your
doing it.
fate. Know my sword.
Because I was supposed to go into Lally, and then Bennett, and then Xingqiu. Alright, where are we at? 23.
Laid bare.
Show no mercy. Huh? Huh? Huh. Rain cutter.
The answer is yes. Okay. Alright, let's try the other one again. And Xingqiu already has his burst back, so... Another 20.
Transfixed. Let's light it up. Know my sword. Witness the power of Guhua.
No, it's because I did the rotation wrong, and I'm also supposed to smack with Lally, so that's what I wasn't doing the first time. So it's about the same, which is fine. I'll take the little extra attack and crit damage than the EM. So I think the play is to actually go Xingqiu over Kaya. So that's okay. That doesn't necessarily change what I was going to do tomorrow, because tomorrow I was going to do Kaya's talent books. But instead, I think I'll do Xingqiu's, and here's the benefit. I have everything for Xingqiu except for the Guides to Gold. So that's not going to be a problem. So we'll concentrate on Xingqiu. His artifacts do need work. Excuse me. So let's go back to Fontaine. Let me see if I have anything to strongbox. I don't think I do, but you know, we might as well take a peek, right? Where is Emblem of Severed Fate? I mean, that technically could be something, but not really. Alright, we got 3. You got 3. Great. Aww. 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 Ew. I just caught that. I was like, oh. No. Oh, it would be so beautiful if it was like double crit and then like the elemental mastery or something. Oh, Shimenawa's that's in that domain. I don't necessarily need the 2 pieces from that, so I guess strongbox this and then go back to farming Marachose. Because again, I need stuff for Fischl and Farina, so it makes sense to do that and try to get that one piece for Neuvillette. Trying to think. Trying to think. I can always use Deepwood and Gilded Dream, so I can farm that domain as well when I actually start upping Alhatham's stuff. Dea's on Golden Troop, so I could... That's another reason to do Maratessa Hunter. Emily... Here's the thing. Emily and Arlecchino are pretty good. Like I said, I only really need to upgrade Arlecchino's, well, a couple pieces. Some of them don't have the double crit, but her Sands desperately needs to be upgraded. Emily, though, is pretty solid. The only reason she has this one here is because I wanted her with the attack. It's as low as it is. I wanted the attack on her, because otherwise she'd be using the one that Alhaitham has, which is on set for her. But, let's see. Yeah, that's fine. That rolled pretty well. Again, everything she wants here. That was top notch. A couple low rolls, which is alright. Yeah, that one rolled pretty good. Her feather, and then her headpiece. Nothing too crazy. So, like, she could use some upgrades as well. But, like, she and Arlecchino have a pretty good ratio for whatever my character's builds are that don't have, like, oh, here's a stipulation to get more crit rate. Yeah, she definitely needs more attack. I wanted her to have, like, 2k attack, and I didn't end up with it. But, you know, that's perfectly fine. So I don't necessarily have to go to that domain right now. But I would have to farm it because I can't strongbox it. Who else? Oh, Shinobu, Kuki. And I would have to go farm Songs of Days Past, but I believe her... I don't really care about her crit ratio. It's her EM that I care about. And she has got 500 EM on Iron Sting. Because okay, so this one here... I think it's because it's the only healing bonus one I have. Oh no, Shalonen has the other one. But it has everything Shalonen wants, so that's why. Why do my healing pieces have double crit? And like, this one went into ER. In theory, this would be better on Shalonen, because Shalonen could actually use the ER for her healing. But, you know, a little bit of defense up brings up her healing, so that's fine. My EM Goblet, which is offset, HP Geo, okay. And then EM Sands that got HP, that's fine, that helps her healing. And attack Sands. Oh, wait. Oh, Chi-Chi must be holding on to Cloud Retainer's set that I had for her. Okay. That's fine, because I have my Cloud Retainer on 2-piece attack. Okay, so Kuki is another one that wouldn't be bad if I kind of went... Like, this one's fine. She's got 61 Elemental Mastery out of it. And some hit points. Yeah, that's going to be the best piece for her, actually. Okay, so Kuki's another one that could actually use some upgrades in some capacity. Kazuha, I know, does need upgrades. Because Kazu has that unfortunate mess of a... He's got this, which is pretty okay. Pretty okay. Yeah, he has this. We don't talk about this. I mean, it rolled into ER, which is fine. But that could be way, way better than what it is. Like, if I had attack percent, I'd be more happy with it. Okay, your timepiece actually is not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. 79 in Elemental Mastery. I probably can't do better than that, really, without getting incredibly lucky. Although Suit Curses is pretty good, too. And then 63, okay. Okay, his EM actually isn't bad for what I thought. His EM could be a lot higher, but also remember he's using like a sack and not the Iron Sting. Because I don't have a Ziphos. Stupid Ziphos Moonlight. Oh. Alright, I think... Alright, so, let's see. Tomorrow will be Guides to Gold to level Xingqiu's talents. And then Thursday, we'll do more of Lolly's boss. I will come back into my account later, because we're... Unless I have it now. I don't think I do. No. Yeah, we're looking at, like, about a half an hour until I can actually go and do the boss again. So I will fight her boss later.
Go.
That's not characters.
You have my...
Thank you. And see, Lolly is in my party, so she's up here. So where are we at? 6 out of 20. If I do not have my world level leveled up, so I cannot get 4. So I would be at most 9. So what are we looking at? Thursday, maybe I can finish her? Maybe? If not, Friday. But Friday is also kindling. However, if I only need like 1 or 2 fights, that's fine. So I think what we're looking at is Xingqiu's talents tomorrow, and then trying to finish out Lolly's leveling, and getting a little bit more of the talent materials. And then when that's all said and done, I can look at doing some artifact farming. And like I said, it's probably going to be in the Marachose domain, because I do need other characters that need it, and then exchanging it for Emblem. Or I could farm Emblem and then go for Golden Troop with a strong box. I could do it that way. But at the very, like, I run into the issue of not getting Emblem and just getting Shimenawas, and I don't have anyone that needs Shimenawas. So I think it's better for me to do the strong box at that point. But I do have, you know, Xingqiu, Xiangling, and even Raiden that need Emblem in beta when I finally get to leveling her. Oh, I need 3 more of the Fangs? Really? Okay.
Divided attention.
Well, let's grab the Fangs. Actually, wait a minute. Let's, yeah, that's fine. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Just to make sure I have some on hand. Okay. And we'll just do this ahead of time. Alright. Well, I got a little bit of time, so let me change accounts, and we'll just do a little bit of wishing and catching up over there. So I will be right back.
Time itself is a series.
Okie dokie. All right, again, we haven't done too terribly much on here. We will go do the Beatles, just to get the primos out of it. Again, I will pop back in or just do it after stream to do the higher difficulties. Stuff from Streamlabs. This account, on the other hand, has just been doing artifacts because we desperately need them. So I did not do anything yesterday. So we are going to do our artifact route first because I haven't done it and we need the artifact XP. Oh, is that my Jessica team? No, that's the other one. There we go. So let's go and do that super duper quick. Super duper quick. But I figured I would just, you know, lock what I get. That seems good, but I'm not going to roll it just yet because, well, one, artifact XP, and two, Mora. I will have to dabble in some more ley lines, I think, coming up. But yeah, I think if we don't get Moivika, that's okay. We can try for her later. And also with Moivika, as I pointed out on my main, the reason I was considering it, you know, almost giving in and doing it instead of going for a C1 Seat Lolly, was just because I do have a weapon for her that she could use, which is the Wolf's Greystone. I don't really have that option on this account. I don't know why I did that so soon. I should have done that over here, because now I'm not even going to make it halfway across. Blub, blub, blub. Although, those should be out. Really? Oh my god, just... Crab! You! Mm. So yeah, I don't really know what I would have given Moivika on this account outside of Earthshaker. And no, because I would still want Dea for Mualani because she gets knocked around. So I would replace Zhangling if I was going to do that. So I don't know, like, I want her, I just don't know if I have anything for her. Now that I think about it. In terms of, like, what's her face? Clorand. Like, I don't really know what I would do for a weapon. I think Iron Sting is fine on her, actually. Especially if I go Hyper Bloom. So I have an extra Iron Sting, because if you remember, we made two, because we had one for Kazuha and one for Lynette. So I have that as an option. After I do this, I'm gonna check artifacts because, like I said, I could run Gladiator on her, but I could also run Thundering Fury, which I know I don't have any of.
Another
Farewell. Tell me what you see.
Breaking news! Smile!
Oh, thank you.
I can still let me try.
Chaska is fun. I do not regret Chaska in the least. But yeah, Mualani is just so weird and wonky. And the thing I actually forgot to mention when I was watching the Sitlali video from Jello Impact, he was showing off the team comp he had for Mualani, and I believe it actually also had Moibika in it, which, you know, made sense. For the way that it seems like not online characters can work. But it was like Mualani is just so inconsistent, and even he was mentioning that kind of problem with her. And it's like, okay, I'm not crazy. Like, her damage is inconsistent. I appreciated watching the video that had the different damages from her, just from her skill, not the burst.
Let's fly!
But again, it shows, it's just like, okay, here's like the little bit of increases that will increase the damage, or what you can do to increase that damage. I'm like, but I've done that. And it's just all over the place. Like, the Witsith actually should be better on her than what I've been getting. I might have just been getting unlucky in getting the attack and nothing else. But at the same time, like, you know, it was mentioned that double hydro is still actually really good for her. And when I was watching, they're like, yeah, use Farina and do this. I was like, but Farina's going to steal the vapes. Why the heck would you do that? And they didn't have an actual healer on the team. So I was like, why the heck would you run Farina with no healer? Farina was the healer. And by doing that, it makes it so Mualani doesn't steal the vapes. And, or not Mualani, Farina doesn't steal the vapes. And I'm like, okay, I get it, but you're also leaving damage on the table. So it was kind of weird in that regard. Nailed it. Do 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 do. Now, I honestly probably should do the Archon quest for Natlan sometime next week. Because again, we saw there was like 14 days left on the banner. I would at least like to try to get the Primos out of the story quests for this account, because this account desperately needs stuff like that. Not that my main doesn't. Like, let's be real, my main doesn't necessarily need it, but free Primos are free Primos. The fact that the materials and those Primos are limited for the time the banners are active kind of suck.
Shower me with praise!
Would you flip the around, please? Thank you.
You're free now.
Hold that pose!
Test subject.
Let's run! Bullseye!
There's no hunter. Becomes the hunted. Done.
So yeah, I like that the story quests grant you the ascension mats, at least to go to level 60, which is super nice. It's actually really cool that they do that. But that should be something that stays around. And honestly, I think it should get added to some of the other story quests. Just because it was that much easier and stuff like that. You still had, for like all of them actually, I think you did have to finish a section of the Archon quest before that part opened. So there's no reason that other character quests can't do that. Am I saying both parts of certain character quests need to do it? No. Like the first part for Zhongli, give the materials. The second part, it doesn't need it. And the only reason I say that is because not every character has 2 parts of a quest. In fact, I think there's only 3 that do. I want to say there's only 3. Zhongli, Nahida, and Sino? I can always look. But it would just be kind of nice to, you know, save some resin when trying to build characters. Well, what about the 4 stars? Well, the 4 stars can actually have an interesting thing in the fact that there's multiple endings to them. Why Noelle is in 2 parts, I don't know. But the 4 stars? Hell yeah! Every ending gives you X amount of their drops. Or like of the boss drops and stuff like that. That would be a total incentive to do those. Because if their bosses are annoying, then yeah, you want to be able to do those as fast as possible. Or like one or 2 endings give like those kind of boss materials, and then you know the very last ending or whatever can give their
Tell me what you see.
actual like boss match. So like the whale or whatever. That could be interesting too. Help save a little resin and stuff like that. Give a little bit more of an incentive to do the hangouts, because dear God, the hangouts are long. And sometimes kind of annoying. So if you watched me do Tighnari's on stream on my main when I was trying to farm for Nouvelette the first rerun he had, I got stuck, quote unquote. I got stuck and messed up somewhere where I was trying to, like, it was telling me to go down, and I'm like, where the hell is it telling me to go down? Like, on the map, I could not figure out how to get to where the marker was. And I died, like, 4 times? Or something like that, because I'm like, oh, okay, it looks like I can drop down here, and it turns out I go to Oblivion when I do that. Like, that's annoying. Okay, sure, don't fly, Chaska. But, like, there's that one that's annoying. Like, again, I'm not super good at the charge attacking with bows. So, a lot of the stuff with, like, Ganyu was annoying. But that's just you. That's a skill issue. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. But what I'm saying is that, like, for the effort that you have to put into, and time, even...
Let's ride. Locked on.
Seriously, you're gonna make me go backwards? Well, that wasn't worth it. Last time they followed me in here. Like, they usually follow me in. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Chaska. Silly bird. Silly burb. Oh yeah, I gotta remember to do Sumeru's reputation as well. I did not hit this. Every time. I gotta remember to do Samira's reputation because that's not max here. That was the other reason I actually really wanted to start Fontaine. I'm not counting, getting the wishes and getting through Fontaine's story because I absolutely love that quest line. It was to unlock the reputation because the only reputation we have left in Natlan is Collective of Plenty, and we won't get that until probably 5.5. Not 5.5, 5.4. I keep thinking this is 5.4, and I don't know why. Rena, fly. There you are.
Time to say hello.
Say cheese.
Ding dong clunk. Do, 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 do. The ER on this team is actually really insane. Or at least it feels it. It feels very, very good to play. Okay. Do, do, do. And last stretch.
Let's fly.
Do you think you can win? Yes. You got lucky, boy. Huh, not often I see the foul in there. Oh, it's this dude. Yep.
Tell me what you see.
Hard-hitting Let's fly.
Open fire! Open fire!
Alright, my circle button's not wanting to work today. At least not midair. Oh, that was my bad. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to check, we'll just do it on Farina. I have 39 gladiator pieces. Okay. I mean, HP wouldn't be bad on Clarand, if I'm being honest, just because of the Bond of Life. Okay, so that's not a bad attack stance. We do have an EM option. We have this that has potential. Another EM. I have 3 EM pieces. I love this. This is technically the downgrade. It's the flats and this has the percents. That's funny. And I, of course, do have flowers. Do I have a double crit? That could be double crit. That could be double crit. If that double crits, that would be actually be really good for her because that's EM. Oh, that would be really good if that hits crit rate. Okay. So we have a couple of flower potentials, but nothing that actually has double crit. We have this one that's sitting on ether, so I could use that. Okay. Okay, so I do have a double crit here. All right, and we would want electro damage, but I don't think I have electro on set. No, I have two other attack ones. So we would need to find an electro goblet offset, and then I know I have like crit rate and crit damage. Yeah, like this one, if this rolls crit rate, mwah. But we have this one here that's crit rate, but has crit damage on it. ER, that's actually really perfect. I don't. What does Clorand ascend with? I want to say Clorand was crit damage. Uh, Let me see. Took me 3 tries to spell Clorand. Okay, so her quote-unquote free-to-play option is Finale of the Deep, so we could make that too. What do you ascend with Clorand? What the hell is this? Uh, she ascends with crit rate. So she would probably want a crit damaging headpiece. If that's the case. So this here probably could be good. Do I have another crit rate? Okay. So we have that. That's actually not going to be that bad. So I do technically have a gladiator set if I got Clorand. So that's something to consider. Something to consider. Not that I'm not going to try for Moivika, but something to consider. All right. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's go do. We'll go do this because I have max condensed. And then we'll do a few wishes with the primos I have, and then off stream I'll do the stuff with the beetles and whatever. Because I have laundry I need to do. So I want to make sure I don't actually run long. That's not Lonnie. There we go. So,
Let the mountain's veins boil! You're toast! Nice and spicy, faster! Woohoo! Yeah! Need a surfboard?
I love it when I can hear people outside the window and I'm on the second floor. No. 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 Yeah, that wouldn't even be an upgrade for her, I don't think. How did you not hit two of them?
Catch an epic flame! Hi!
Could be good. Not necessarily for Shalona, but no. And no. Milani. Where is it? Take the what's this?
Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil! Look alive!
You're toast! Let's ride! Surf's up! Amazing! Woohoo! Out the frying pan! Off we go!
Now that did take a little bit longer, but was that just me equipping the book? Nope. Nope. No such luck.
Hear the echoes of the valley! Let's get it on!
Hey-ya! Gooba, get them! Carving waves! Amazing!
See, that felt faster, but I think it was the same as it was using the other weapon. I don't know why my voice was doing that. Okay, crit damage with crit rate. I'll take that with some attack. Okay. Okay, well, that could actually be really good for Shalonen. But what we are looking for is the crit damage headpiece for Obsidian.
Bring it! Letting Crave names echo!
I thought that switched to death. It did not.
Nice and spicy! Fast! Check this out! Best of luck! Ha! Chip!
Kya! Hi!
Out of the frying pan, into the Ha! Ha! Let's ride! Need a
Okay, see,
surfboard?
that might be an Witsith inconsistency. That might have been. That's a decent HP goblet. Has potential. And no. Alright, let's go condense. I got to condense first. So I was like, why am I not being able to do that? I spent resin. No, I spent my condensed. There we go. Alright. You gotta get
She
these.
hoped I'd become a
Huh?
hero. So, I can't give up. I have to stay strong for her sake.
The ability to not get lost some sort of
But when the relic exploded and Koya dove in front of me,
You might want to get a guide.
the same fear of losing my sister came flooding back again. Sorry, I don't really know who I can talk to about this kind of stuff. I usually push it to the back of my mind, but I feel much better now. Since I can't forget that fear, I guess I'll try the opposite. Remember it. Own it.
Want to get a guide if you're not familiar
And
with the
eventually
area.
transcend it.
Are you good, Chaska?
Best I don't see what
So the thing about like when those lines pop up, it's like, oh, okay, they have a new voice line. I will sit there and try to listen to it. Chaska has been the only one that
Ad
Chas-
Astra Abyssosk.
Chaska's been the only one that has these certain pauses when she talks that you think
Thank
she's
you for
done and then she's
completing
not.
today's commission. Ad Astra.
All right, let's do that. That's all good. Let's go back to Milani. Because you know what? We'll just go and do this last set of stuff as well. Game. And look at that. We have another wish as well. Alright.
You might want to
So before we go and spend the rest of our resin, I'm going to double check pity here because I never remember what my pities are. We might get an early 4-star. We could get an early 4-star. 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, 50. 60. 64. So we're getting close to a 5-star again. But we got nothing. Wonderful. Malvika. Now here I believe we're at 45. I think we're like 45 right on the button. 15, 20, 30, 40, 45, yeah. That's why I was just like, yeah, I need 30 wishes, like minimum, to really have a chance. All right, so 45 on the button. Six. Last one. Okay, perp. I'll take a Fab Lance. Couldn't have been a character, no. But I'll take a Fab
The
Lance.
desert.
That's actually is that my second or third? It is my third Fab Lance. Huh. Why couldn't my main have that? Alright. But we have two, so I will refine this one. I mean, honestly, I probably should move
But at least it doesn't hide anything. What?
Zhangling to the Fab Lance at some point. I will have to get the catch eventually, but
Hear the echoes of the valley. Buckle up.
this all done. Really?
Catch an epic wave!
And that didn't kill you?
Let's get it on. Hi.
Yeah, there's a Winsith problem. Well, let's see what we can get, and then I will be off. Nope. Nope. And nope. Good start.
Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil! Ha!
Eat this! Booba, get carving waves! Surf's up! Amazing!
No, I want to use my condensed resin. Okay. I mean, it could roll crit rate. Nope. Nope. Well, I mean, this could be fine. Like, if I was running a fab, that would be fine. So I'm gonna hold on to that and just see what I have. Because again, if I'm running like say Shalonen and stuff like that, she's using a fab. That would actually be really good for her. Honestly, it wouldn't be bad for Farina either if I actually needed it. If I ran her as a healer.
Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley! Buckle up!
Hey-ya! Out of the frying pan, let's ride!
No, I don't know how many people would actually do that. I've never done that.
Surf's up! Woohoo!
Yeah, see, that's the way that's supposed to go.
Off we go!
Nope. Not looking promising, guys.
Need a surfboard?
Not that I really have anything to, like, level them up with at the moment, but...
Brave names echo!
Look alive! You're toast!
Oh, don't do that.
Surf's up! Woohoo! Check this out! Best of luck!
And it totally
You
missed.
asked for it!
And last one. Again, we're looking for the crit damage on Obsidian. For the headpiece. Okay. That could be fine. No, that's not going to be an upgrade for Auron. And another healing bonus with crit and ER. I mean, the only thing that that does is that it replaces some other healing bonus stuff that I had. If, you know, if it's... I didn't roll it and it has, like, flats or something. But yeah, not a heck of a lot. Alright, back to Fontaine you go. Actually, no. Let's go to the teapot, because I don't think I went to my teapot yesterday. So, I need to grab the
This
transient.
round
Yeah, I needed to grab the transient. And then my books, of course. Awesome. And we'll probably end up grabbing these out of here this week as well, since all we need to do is level artifacts.
If you
But
ever
stocking
have
up on my books is not a bad idea. If I am being perfectly honest. We should probably check the book stock too. I know I'm going to get a couple from the event. Oh my god, game. Battle Pass. Is that so hard? Let's actually take a peek. Alright, we're back to almost 200 heroes with. That's not bad at all. But that's going to do it for me today. So tomorrow we'll be back on my main just to work on Sync Cho, at least on his talents a little bit. And obviously leveling Sitlali if I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any with that tomorrow because we did use the transient today. And I need a lot of guides to gold, so there's not going to be like, oh, we can do the domain twice and I'll be done. No, I need a lot of guides gold. So Thursday we'll be leveling Sitlali, and then Friday might be a mix of both, depending on how close Sitlali is to done on her final ascension. But more than likely, like, after I do all that, I might have time to flip onto here and we can start doing stuff. Maybe do a little bit more Fontaine. Maybe just try to get some Primos to just throw at Moivica. I'm not sure. This should be fun regardless. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful afternoon. And take care.